Welcome back to Spill the Tea with Vikki, and these are my two guests for today. Esther.
I'm Max.
Are you drunk? I'm a little bit drunk. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh shit, I don't know where I am.
I know that recently you've been featured in the OMIT Magazine.
Yes.
The spread is great. I thought it was like a Burberry campaign.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I saw it. I was
gorgeous.
like,
I really liked how they did like everything looked like a drawing.
It was very like spring campaign.
Yeah.
I loved it. Tell me about your experience before TransModels. Yeah.
Like what I did before.
Like your journey.
Basically, like waited until the end of high school to start transitioning, and I like wanted to go to college with like a fresh start, new me. But then I ended up dropping out of college.
What did you study?
I actually went for biochemistry.
Damn.
Yeah, cooking up shit. Not math, it's math. But
Are you sure?
on the side, it's a side business. But after that, after dropping out, I went to cosmetology school and I graduated. I'm still in the process of getting my license and legally changing my name.
Have you ever modeled before?
No,
Like
before
no.
TransModels.
You're natural, I must say. Working with you so many times, I've seen how you work, in front of the camera. Like me and Pash are always like mind blowing.
Just like, yeah.
You totally blew us, and in the best way possible.
I do good
Oh my! You get really good heads.
good face and good head.
Headshots, everybody.
One thing that I totally didn't know about you were, you told me the other day when we were getting ready together, that you have Italian and
Brazilian. I am half Italian and half Brazilian. I know I don't look it because I'm so white.
yeah. No, but I met many Brazilians that are white.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
We met on OkCupid, actually.
Wow.
We tell everyone we met at SVA, which is not true.
It's not true. but
Why
we met.
not? I mean, OkCupid is. I think that if we start treating online dating apps like it's a shameful thing, then other people will.
Yeah.
But if you do tell the successful story, that's where you met, it's fine.
Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend met on Tinder. So.
And you've been together for 2 years?
Almost.
Yeah, same with us.
Same with us, almost
Yeah.
2 years.
No, we fucked like on the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did too. We did too. That's my first
Cheers
experience.
to that, please.
Cheers.
Cheers to one night stand that turned into love.
Yes, exactly.
Cheers. You know what I've noticed? That men love to get fucked, but women fuck to get love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Women would put themselves out there and have sex and then hoping that it turn into a relationship.
Yeah.
When men pretend to give someone the idealistic relationship only to get laid.
Honestly, I've never done that before.
You never had sex?
No. I've had sex, but no, I've never had sex on the first date. This is my first experience.
She almost did.
I feel like it was because we were texting so often.
Uh-huh.
I felt really comfortable when
Like you
when
knew
we met.
her.
Yeah, exactly, and I knew that I was physically and emotionally attracted to her. So
Aw,
it was
That's
okay
so
for me.
sweet.
It was almost instantaneous that I knew that I really liked her, just from text messages. We
Aw.
had this sort of like chemistry, even just through text messages, and it was really great. And then when we met in person, we already were like, I think I kissed her after only like an hour or two, and then
You waited an hour?
yeah, exactly. I couldn't.
I was like, come on. I tend to be like very shy at first. Like,
You're right.
I mean, I need to like get to know the person before I'm like
I think,
nasty.
I think she's more like physically
You're
confident.
very comfortable with that now.
I think she's more like physically confident. Like she's confident in the way she looks, and she's totally open to like dress different ways. And I think maybe I'm more confident in meeting new people. Like so, she's a little more, reserved when we're meeting new people or we're in big and like parties or something like that.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to like outward appearance, I think you trump me definitely for sure.
You Trump me.
Yes.
Donald Trump or
By the way, Trump is not a good word.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What is one thing that you guys do together the most?
play video games.
Play video games.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Yes.
So, what kind of games do you guys play?
We play Destiny.
That's
Yeah. We play
Like
Gears of
PS4?
War. No,
Xbox.
we have it on the 360.
I use Grand Theft Auto as my decompress
Yeah.
Like I
Get
would
some
just
rage.
turn on and like go beat up some old lady and like be chased by the cop and not get in trouble. So what are the things that you guys like to do? We already roof fucking, so.
I think we both like to watch movies.
Well, actually, recently we did a photo shoot together.
Yeah.
It was on the beach. He helped me a lot, like
Pick
with the
that
outfit,
outfit,
and like compose a look and everything. And then he shot me on the beach.
Wow. Oh, so you're a photographer also?
I like to consider myself like a director and like I like to do film, but I mean I was introduced into film from photography.
Can we have those photos later?
Yeah, totally.
Or
Yeah,
is
I
it
would
just
love
like
to
totally
see.
private for you guys?
Well, no,
there are
no.
those kind of photo shoot, you know what I mean?
No,
We're
my
not going to
tastes
send you
were out.
every picture we've ever taken. Honestly, it was a really great experience because I've never met someone who was so, like I said, confident in their look, enough for me to be able to not necessarily criticize, because we even had moments where I couldn't separate myself from her. Like she would be like, "Oh, I don't like this picture." I liked every picture. She was so gorgeous to me. So it's not necessarily that I'd criticize, but I'd give her like a critique or like change this. She wouldn't be like hurt by it or anything. She would just immediately,
because
"Oh, you're right. I'll
from
change," or "Oh, let's talk about it. I like it this way. You like it that way. Let's kind of meet in the middle."
Yeah.
And it was incredible. Like anytime I've been in a relationship before, especially when it comes to photos taking, it's always like an argument of like self-consciousness, you know? They're always arguing with me, "Oh, I don't like the way this came out," or blah, blah, blah. But she was very open-minded. And
I've been on a shoot with her and every photo is like amazing. I was really blown by...
I'm always blowing you.
I was amazed by how you work with camera. We're born to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with like self-image. Sometimes I can't really dress the way I want to because I don't want too much attention drawn to me and like people looking and then picking things apart and then like, you know, one extra step and they can copy. That's like a lot of where the social anxiety comes from too. But it's also like I'm the type of person where I don't like show a lot when I first meet you. Like I observe your movements and like I observe how you talk and everything.
Which is good. It's like a safety thing for
Yeah.
trans people to do because you don't want to like show 100% of who you are and then like someone who could be you know, dangerous to you. It sucks. It's easier for people who are not trans to say that like, oh, trying to be passable because you hate yourself. We don't hate ourselves. We already went the extra step to transition. We just want to be safe. If this society protect trans people the way they should be, I don't think as many people would try to blend in and be passed.
And this whole idea with pass like perpetuates the idea that you have to look like a cis woman to be valid. Which, you know, if you do want to look like a cis woman, that's power to you. But there are trans
people
women
who don't.
Exactly.
Was Esther the first trans woman that you dated?
Yeah, totally the first person, trans woman I've dated. And people ask me a lot actually too. When we met on OkCupid, her profile, first line was, you know, "Oh, I'm trans."
You have to.
No, it's definitely, I think people would appreciate it.
People already give us so much shit saying that we're trying to fool someone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm not.
No.
Esther is the first trans woman that you've been with.
I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say that I was a little worried that maybe there was something in the back of my head that I wouldn't be able to see past. But I remember, you know, because I only had pictures to go on. But I remember when we first met, I don't mean to be cheesy again. When I first met, I just saw her eyes, and that's all I needed. You know what I mean? She was just gorgeous. I just saw the beautiful woman that she is. And that's all I saw.
Everyone deserves love. Like, if you judge a person so fast, how can you get to know who they are? It needs all that, you know, layer. Sometimes the attraction, it just lead you to do things that you normally wouldn't. And like, if you did, like, you know, be more courageous, you wouldn't have gotten to know someone that you really get along with.
Like we were talking about it this morning, the difference between fetishizing, and I mean, in my opinion, the difference between fetishizing and, you know, actually just loving a trans woman is if you feel like you have to hide it from anyone, or you feel like there's something to be ashamed of with it, then
then it's a fetish.
Yeah.
Then you're fetishizing.
There's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Don't fuck anyone, like, not just for trans people. Don't fuck anyone who won't be seen out in public with you.
I think my biggest fear was like, it wasn't so much that I was scared or ashamed, but it was more so that like, I really wanted to avoid all this confrontation of my friends asking questions, or we were worried about my parents asking questions and stuff like that.
So like, you bring her around your friends and family?
My friends and family, exactly.
Good job. Like, to your friends and family who accept her and treat her right.
Yeah, everybody like really appreciated it and really cared, and it actually was a lot easier than I thought. Like, I even had, to be honest, like, there was one friend in particular, you know who this is. He was Southern, and I was like, he's always been open-minded, but I was just like, oh no, I had that fear. It's really stupid fear. And I was like, he's going. Anyway, I was worried that this certain friend would have, his Southern hospitality also would kick in, his Southernness, and he'd be like,
as long
that's
as
weird.
you're not on his fucking lawn, you're fine. He's not going to shoot you.
I thought, oh no, it's going to kick in.
Yeah.
He's going to be kind of weirded out. Maybe he wouldn't want to meet her or something. But I told him, and I was like, as my friend, I'm dating this girl, she's trans. And his reaction was totally the opposite. It was like, really? How is that? I've kind of always been interested myself.
Oh,
and so it opened this like, that was his first
Now you
reaction.
know.
I know.
That was his first reaction, and I was like, whoa. And so I realized it was just a very silly fear for me to have.
You would be surprised to know how many men that are interested in trans women. There are many people who are interested in trans people. And it just sucks that society makes it so hard for people to admit what they really like.
Yeah.
And I've always tell every person that I met, I'm not only have sympathy for the trans women who can be in relationship because their guys won't, like bring their relationship to life.
Yeah.
But also for the men too. The men or the people that go out with trans people. Like, what kind of like anxiety and like worry that you have to feel, being with trans people too. Yeah. It sucks, but I think that you guys being together and you bring her around your family and friends, it's a small step, but it's what needed to be done.
Yeah.
And I hope that like your friend will see that and be more encouraged, and when they meet someone who's trans, they would know how to treat them right, and if they turn into a relationship, they don't have to feel ashamed of it. They can bring it around their friends. Like just like any other couple.
Exactly.
You two people who are in love and two adults, you can make your own decision.
I think the only anxiety I have now is that she's much prettier than I am, so I'm self-conscious that people are like, what is she doing with that guy? You know what I mean? That's the
Fuck them. Fuck them. You know what? I hate it when people do that. I had a couple friends that I used to be friends with, not friends anymore, but they would always think that like, oh, why is that person doing with this person? I was like, fuck you. You might not be able to give them what they have.
Yeah.
So you might not have something that they have to offer. So shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
That's why they are a couple and you're single. I'm open-minded, but I don't know if I could see myself with a trans person. Only because...
Yeah, I question that too.
Yeah, it's just like...
I mean, I never want to say never.
Yeah, like there are people that I've been with that I'm like, oh shit, what? Like one of us been drinking. But I just haven't... I guess I haven't met another person who trans that I've found that special connection with. But I've seen some really good looking trans men.
Right, I was about to say that. I've definitely been attracted to trans men. Like I've probably seen a trans man in person, but like I've seen trans men online where I'm just like, oh wow, they're really attractive.
No, I met trans men in person too. But oh my god, you're fucking gorgeous.
And it's just like, sex would just be a little different. You just like figure out. Yeah.
So
it's not a top.
Yeah, I'm not a top. I'm total bottom. The only toppings that I do is on pizza. So,
that's great. I love that.
I'm such a bottom.
Face down, ass up, all the way. All the way.
No, I like cowgirl. Love it. I'm telling you, I'm from the South.
There you go.
I can ride a good horse.
It's not that I don't support change if you want to do it, but I always see the good. I always see the good in somebody's looks, or how they want to, how they.
My boyfriend say that
born
too.
That way. You know what I mean? I mean, Esther's looks great as she is now. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't change her. But if she wanted to do it,
she's unhappy with it. She should be able to change it.
Yeah, of course. I would never.
It's not like I'm completely
to.
unhappy. It's just I feel better about myself.
I know. In the future, we talked about the past. We talked about the present. What are you planning on doing? You know, using the TransModel platform.
Well, like we talked about, I want to get signed to a major agency and then hopefully get more work that way. Hopefully pay for it because you know, this is something I'm really interested in, and if it was something that, you know, like was able to support me, I would definitely do that.
You guys are so cute together.
Yeah, I want to like make it into a full-time job and make it into a career because it's what I'm passionate about now.
If this is truly your passion, you just have to go for it and accept that there's going to be tons of rejection. You know, like not that you're a woman in this world, but also a trans woman. You know, we're not like 50 years ahead when people can see it as hopefully in 50 years this would be the most natural thing. You just have to be really strong-minded, and if this is exactly what you want to do and you see yourself doing it, do it. Don't give up. Stay strong. I know you can do it. I've seen your pictures, and you're only gonna get better.
Yeah, I definitely feel like when I first started, like when we first met on that shoot.
But you were still amazing. No, seriously. And you've changed so much since that first shoot that we did. There's a long way for you to go. Just don't give up. And for you two, I mean, you know, you changing the world. I think. You know, if there's more couple like this, if Spill the Tea fans or any people who's watching this episode right now and seeing you guys and be inspired by it, maybe the girls can be like, you know what, I'm gonna raise my standard up. I'm not gonna be started out with anyone unless I have someone like Max who can be seen in public with me, take me around his family, or I'm gonna be like, you know, or a guy that's gonna watch this show and thinking that, you know, I'm gonna come forward with what I like.
Yeah.
Because what you like is what you like. Don't try to hide it. Fuck what anyone say.
Exactly.
Don't be a conformist. I'm happy that you guys came on the show today.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
I'm getting drunk, but me too. So thank you everyone so much for watching Spill the Tea, and you know, if you like this episode, please like, comment, and help share this video. This video is one of the most important one that I've done so far, and this is what I want to do with Spill the Tea. I want to give people a voice. I want to give people who date trans people a voice. I want to give trans couple. I want to make it the most natural thing. And thank you guys so much for being here. Like, it means so much to me, even though I'm a little drunk.
I would say, in terms of dating trans women, trans men, you know, there's the stigma around it. You know, it shouldn't put anyone off. We're people just like everyone else. We deserve love, and we deserve the same relationships that everyone else has, and that's all we want. We just want the same experiences in life as everyone else.
I guess I would say that it's okay to be nervous about it, and it's okay to also try new things and to be accepting. And I think it's also it's good to be accepting to someone who doesn't or does like a certain person for, you know, the way that they look or the way that they act.
We want to be treated with the same respect as you would treat any other couple, any other person. This episode is not just giving visibility to the trans people out there, but also the people who love trans people. You have a platform. If you want to be on my show, email me. I will put you on the spot and you can tell me about your trans lovers. You can follow Esther on
Instagram and Twitter. Both are Polyester Blend.
Amazing. And Max?
Same thing, Instagram and Twitter. I'm AN Octopus in Love.
Hey. I'm Vikki Lee on Instagram, and you can follow TransModel on Instagram at TransModel NYC. Until then, see you next time on Spill the Tea. Bye.
Bye.
Should just be drunk every time.
I know, right? I think it's more fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring a bottle of wine.
Spill the tequila. That's what it should be.
Good one.